Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 and our Newcastle United series as we take on more teams in the Premier League today. We've got Everton at home and Middlesbrough away. Two reasonably difficult sides, Everton a lot more so than Middlesbrough, so fortunately we do have Everton at home. Then Middlesbrough away in the Tyne Tees derby will be a big game. And then we've got a chance to make it into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup if we can beat Watford at home. So some interesting games to come. And then next episode we will have Roma away in the Champions League knockout stages and Manchester United in the Carabao Cup final. So do subscribe to this video if you want to see those games when they come out in a couple of days' time. You can also follow the channel on Twitter, do all those good stuff right now as the video kicks off, because we do have a few games to really look forward to, and we are on some really good form at the moment. We haven't conceded any goals in our last two games, not the most difficult opposition in the world, but setting us up well for hopefully a decent run after winning 4 of our last 5 matches, and that run looks even more impressive the further back you go. We've only lost 2 since sort of mid-November, and we're now mid-February, so that's a pretty good run of football in a difficult time in the season. Now Everton, definitely not the favourites for this one. They are one of the teams chasing us for the top 4. They're 8 points behind. We can make it 11 if we win this match, and we really should on current form. The team going out there today is made up of Keane, Pinamonti and Cutrone up front, with Andre and Drinkwater in midfield. And then we've got Masuaku, Otamendi, Holding, Smalling and Carmona in defence, with Tom Heaton in goal. Holding sends the ball forward to Masuaku. Now Moise Keane puts it into Pinamonti. Good turn, excellent strike, but Jordan Pickford able to turn it over the top when it was bound for the top corner. Coleman sends the ball to Garner. Now Sandro running around the outside, picks out Boufal. A lot of space on that flank if they can use it, and Boufal's trying to do that now. He gets the cross in and it's towards Sandro, and we are behind at home. Sandro with a good header there. We didn't cover that flank and Boufal exposed it. Carmona back in the team after suspension, gives the ball away. Boufal sends it forward and it's Mina. He tries to play it in, but Otamendi covers very well there. Now Smalling over the top. Keane controls it with his chest, puts it through, or tries to. Drinkwater cleans up. He then sends it over to Andre. Good ball out wide to Carmona. Excellent first touch. Might get a cross in here. He does try. It's towards the front post. It's gone all the way in. I think the flag has gone up though. It's the pushing of another player. Apparently the referee ruling that one out. Carmona must have interfered. And we are still a goal behind. Holding sends the ball forward to Moise Keane. He then picks out Masuaku, trying to push down the left flank. Puts the cross in, Pinamonti's in there, it comes to Keane, excellent save, and he hits the post afterwards. Masuaku trying to keep it alive, but finally Everton get it away. I'm starting to feel like it might not be our day today with all the chances that we're throwing away. We do have another one though. Pinamonti on the attack. Good reverse pass to Moise Keane. Plays it through to Drinkwater. Ball ricocheting around. Andre gets 2 bites of the cherry and then puts it over the top. Corner from Drinkwater in towards Otamendi, and he powers a header in there. Otamendi's looked very good today and he makes the most of that form. Not often we score from a corner, but that was a delicious header. We've been dominating this game in the last 20 minutes of play. Here's Pinamonti on the run. The ball comes to Drinkwater, finally cleared out by Keane. Carmona chases after it. A little bit of pressure there with that player, but Heaton just launches it forward. Good header by Keane. Andre through. Masuaku's in on goal. He's unmarked and his effort is saved by Pickford. Andre in midfield. Trying to find someone to pick out. He does look for Pinamonti. Good ball. Now Carmona. Bit of space on that right flank. Causing all kinds of problems at the minute. He puts the cross in and Keane arrives. We have turned it around against Everton. Moise Keane with his 20th goal of the season makes it 2-1. Carmona with the throw. Now Pinamonti puts it in from the byline. Keane gets it away. Holding has already cracked one this season. This time he picks out Keane, who hits the post. He's hit that woodwork so much and is denied a goal. Boufal with a free kick. Puts it in towards Otamendi, who clears it out. Boufal again might try and get this one in. He does. He drills it and again Otamendi clears it. Now we've got an excellent counter-attack. Pinamonti's through in the middle. He's got a man over as well. Takes it out wide. Should put it across. He does. And Moise Keane with the easiest finish of his life makes it 3-1. And that should really be this game at an end. Carmona with the throw-in. towards Drinkwater. Ball given away to Schneiderlin. Now Sandro. Out wide towards King. He sends it back, but a poor ball, and Sanabria picks it up. Good tackle there in midfield, though. Leads the ball to Coleman for Everton. Now Ross Barkley to Schneiderlin. Out wide to Coleman once more. If they score here, Everton, we would be in for a nervous last 10 minutes. Otamendi, though, doing what he's done all day and saving our bacon, really. Sanabria's headed down to Masuaku. We've got Sanabria and Grujic now on the pitch, but we've given the ball away again needlessly. Sandro back to Garner. Here's Sandro again, giving away. Drinkwater over the top first time, and Keane cuts through the middle, picks out Cutrone in a good position, but Pickford punches it over. Just 10 seconds of added time left as King runs at us. He picks out Sandro, but it's surely not going to make any difference at this point. Coleman puts a cross in, Holding gets it away, and there is the full-time whistle. An excellent show of character from the team, coming from behind to take the game 3-1 in the end. A very good performance. Moise Keane, especially with 2 goals, getting man of the match. Now at 21 goals this season, and moving us up the table as well. Manchester City actually lost to Birmingham, which is quite a turnaround, and that means that not only have we pushed Everton 11 points back, but we've also closed the gap at the top down to just 6 points now. Manchester United can win, they can move further ahead of us, but at the moment we're looking pretty good. Arsenal can move on to 44 points, but that still leaves us 8 points clear over our nearest rivals. After a full week's rest, we now have a big derby game away from home against Middlesbrough. They're struggling down towards the relegation zone, so we should really be winning this match, but that kind of form can go out the window during a derby game, and we do have Everton breathing down our necks a little bit. We do have an 8-point lead over them, though, and if we win today, that will move to 11 points, so we can be pretty comfortable with that. We're 4 points behind United, but only 6 points behind City, so if we win this one, we could close that gap down to 3 points and put ourselves back into the title race. There's still 13 games to go, so it's not completely beyond the realms of possibility we could get back into it, but games like these are real tests of title potential. And now we're going to put out a very, very strong team. We've got Keane, Pinamonte and Cutrone leading the line, as they have done for a long, long time now, with Andre and Fernandes, the 2 in midfield. Then there's Masuaku, Otamendi, Holding, Smalling and Carmona in defence, with Heaton in goal. Nasri with a free kick for Middlesbrough, puts it towards the back stick, headed out easily. Cutrone can put this one further forward. And he's picked out Moise Keane, who I didn't even realise was there. Now it's Pinamonte. So many players across the box if he can get a ball in. He does towards Cutrone arriving, but Randolph with the save. We needed a much more composed cross there. We've not been fully at the races up to now as the ball comes in and just goes wide from Sinclair. I think the keeper had it very well and truly covered, but you can see Middlesbrough with 2 more shots than us. We're the only ones with a shot on target, though. And we're on the attack here with Pinamonte. He might strike, and instead he goes wide to Masuaku. 4 at the back stick, and Peters just gets that away. But Carmona keeps up the pressure. Can he get the ball in, though? He does, but it's easily cut out by Forshaw. Now Peters onto Sinclair. Great tackle there. And Carmona puts it in first time, and it's into the back of the net. I'm not sure if that was Keane or Smith. It's Tommy Smith with an own goal. I'm sure Keane would have scored it if Smith hadn't got a touch on it. But we have taken the lead. Middlesbrough on the attack in the second half. It's Nasri pulling the strings for them. Finds Freeman. He then plays it down the line for Smith. Conceded the own goal. Puts a cross in and doesn't get an assist there. Now Heaton. Throws it out wide to Chris Smalling. Very slow pace to this game at the minute. Carmona with the ball. Nearly gives it away there, but manages to recover and then plays it inside to Andre. On to Cutrone, into Pinamonte. Much better here. Masuaku takes it past the defender. Needs to get a cross in and does. Cutrone arriving. Nearly sent that one wide, but instead manages to crack it off the post. And we do have a 2-0 lead. The first time Cutrone scored in about 5 games. Well, a full-time whistle has gone, and after that second goal, nothing happened in this game. And we did manage to see it out in a very, very professional way. And that is the word that I keep coming to with this team. Another very professional performance in a highly charged game against our near rivals. And better yet, Manchester City held to a draw thanks to an 89th minute Shaqiri goal, which means if we look at the table, we're just 4 points off the top spot, and that will remain the same even if Manchester United win. So Man City really wobbling, and we are closing that gap. We've also now got an 11-point gap over Arsenal. Spurs can close that down to 8 points, which is where they've been for quite some time, but we are moving away and making it a 3-horse race for the title. Well, the final game of today's episode puts us in with a chance of managing to make it into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, and we've got a good shout of winning it as well, because as you can see, Man City taken to a replay by Swansea already. I imagine they will come through in that second game, but Chelsea and Arsenal drawn together as well, so if we can avoid some of the big teams until the latter stages, there is no reason why we can't go all the way and make a second Wembley final in the same season. But it will be difficult. We need to get wins against teams like this, and we are fighting at the moment on 4 different fronts. If we look ahead to the next episode, you can see we've got Roma and Manchester United to come, so we really want to avoid a replay here because it's about to get very busy in our schedule. But we have had a week's rest, so the team should really be raring to go. We're going to be playing with Keane, Pinamonti and Cutrone up front, Andre and Fernandes in the middle. Then it's Masuaku, Otamendi, Holding, Smalling and Carmona in defence with Heaton in goal. Well, we've already picked up an injury to Carmona, so Grujic has come on for him with Fernandes dropping to right back. Here's Andre forward to Masuaku. Can we make the breakthrough? He puts the cross in and Pinamonti's just missed. I mean, he hasn't scored in some time. Free kick from Ali Reza, picks out Richarlison. He takes it to the flank and then loses the ball to Gedson. Not really sure what happened there, but Gedson does well. Here's Cutrone. Forward to Keane. We've got them outnumbered and Pinamonti has got Keane in the middle. If he picks him out, he pulls it back and Keane with the easiest finish in the world. Yet again, that counter-attack pays dividends and Moise Keane on a real hot streak. Gedson with the throw-in. Gives the ball away, but it comes to Cutrone. Now Grujic inside to Andre where there's more space. Pinamonti to Keane. Goes back to Pinamonti when there's a free man on the other side. And the ball's cleared by Ryan in the end, but straight to Otamendi. Here's Andre to Masuaku. Keane over to Grujic. He finds Gedson. Ball in behind Cutrone. Good first touch, but can't beat the keeper. Gedson's throw to Pinamonti. Across the Holding, and he just drills it into the bottom corner. He is loving that position on the edge of the area. 2 excellent goals he scored from there in the past couple of episodes. Watford desperately need to get back into this game soon with a goal, hopefully before half-time for them. But if we can maybe hit them again before we reach that point, it really will be all over. Here's Doucouré, though, into Ings. Apaya picks out Richarlison, but Smalling can clear it. We're on another counter-attack here. We've got the men. Cutrone can put it into the middle. Pinamonti is in there, and finally Pinamonti gets a goal. We make it 3-0, an absolute misery compiler there, and we are surely heading to the quarterfinals. Otamendi forward to Andre, now Masuaku. He puts it into Pinamonti. Good ball through and Gedson's in an advanced position, pulls it back and Pinamonti finishes it. He's had 2 goals and 2 assists now in this match and looks to be back to his best form. That takes him to 20 goals this season. Doucouré finds Hughes, ball reversed to Richarlison, puts it over and there's, well, it's offside I think. Yeah, the flag was up. I thought that was almost certainly a goal, but we keep the clean sheet for now. Masuaku's corner, cleared out by Hughes. Pinamonti brings it down, picks out Cutrone, who turns, reverses it. Keane with the shot, hits the post. Doucouré onto Alireza, loses out to Otamendi. Keane to Pinamonti, good first touch. Cutrone, 2 to his back stick if he can pick them out. He takes it to the byline, puts it in, and it's easily caught by Ryan. Gedson gives the ball away to Doucouré. Now Danny Ings, attacking for Watford. Has a strike, and it's wide of the post. Masuaku's throw-in, finds Otamendi. He puts it over to Grujic. Ball out to the right for Gedson. He's got 3-4 in the box. Puts it to the back stick. Sanabria down. Masuaku's chance. And it's cleared away after hitting the post. Masuaku dinks the ball into the middle. Pinamonti's in there. And Pinamonti gets the goal. There's his hat-trick. And that's 5 goals today. All of which Pinamonti has been involved in. Patterson with a long throw. Instead he goes short to Hughes. Ball just bounces off somebody's back there. But Brooks picks it up. Looks for Richarlison, over to Alireza. We're a bit all over the shop at the back, and Richarlison with an absolute tap-in, but the flag is up, and the bad luck continues for Watford. Less than 10 seconds to go, we are going to get a really emphatic 5-0 victory and another clean sheet today, taking our winning run, I think, to 5 matches. We're on top of our form. We seem to be getting better and better. The kind of football we're playing as well, absolutely exceptional. And it's even given us a chance to bring players like Gallagher into the side. Manchester City drawing today. They're on such a poor run of form, which bodes well for us being able to close down the gap at the top. Pinamonte scoring for the first time in 15 hours of competitive football. He was doing so well last season and at the start of this season, but has absolutely dropped off since then. He's still on 21 goals in 38 games though, which is a very, very nice return for any striker, but that long goal drought affecting his stats somewhat. But as I said, that's 5 wins on the bounce now as we head into games with Roma and Manchester United. Hopefully that isn't setting us up for a fall, but in 3 or 4 days' time we've got to take Roma on, and then a few days after that we've got Man United in the cup final of the Carabao Cup. Still waiting our first piece of silverware at Newcastle, so this is a big chance for us to do it if we can beat Manchester United. Earlier this season when we played them we did lose 3-2, but it was a game that we should have won. Because we led until about 5 minutes to full time, and as you can see, not long until we reach the end of the season. We've got a really tough run of games to come in the not too distant future, but really the position we've put ourselves in, we're in a good chance to go for the title, and we are surely going to finish in the Champions League positions. So do drop a like on this video if you're enjoying this winning streak. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to see what happens in that Carabao Cup final. You can also follow me on Twitter using the link in the description and support me on Patreon if you'd like to. But until next time, see ya!